A round called Unexpected Item in the Gagging Area. This game involves Hal and Milton, so if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This round is a stand-up challenge. I launched a wheel of news, and wherever it chooses to stop, one of our performers must step forward and talk about that subject. The winner is whoever I think is the funniest. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. The first subject is football. Who wants to come in that? Hal Crocker.
Excellent. Football fans really annoy me, really badly. It's the lack of perspective that gets to me. I heard a Manchester United fan on the radio being interviewed about the retirement of Alex Ferguson at the end of last season, and he honestly said, when I heard that Fergie was going, it was like a death in the family for me. And the presenter went, yeah, mate, I understand. Not, you emotionally retarded twat. England fans, particularly, they bring up the war at football matches. They bring up the war. The last time we played Germany, 3 years ago, England fans turned up in World War II RAF outfits. They sang songs about German bombers, and that stupid band at the side of the pitch played the Great Escape theme tune, and we were thrashed 4-1. It was bloody humiliating. That's not what people fought a war for, is it? There weren't generals on D-Day making speeches to the troops going, gentlemen, today we fight for freedom. We fight for an end to tyranny. We fight for our families and our friends. But most of all, we fight so that one day, fat, drunk English men in football shirts too tight for them can stand in stadiums and sing as one, 2 world wars and 1 World Cup. Doo-dah, doo-dah. That's why we fight today, gentlemen. I personally believe that actually male football fans behave the way they do because they use football to express emotions they can't express in other parts of life. That's what's going on. When they are shouting and chanting vile stuff at the ref, at the opposition, at other players, well, what they really want to be chanting is stuff about what's going on in here. They want to be chanting stuff like, I can't express my feelings! I can't express my feelings! I've clinical depression! I need a therapy session! La 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 la, la la la. I feel like crying! Feel like crying! Feel like crying all the time! Ooh, oh, I'm bipolar! That's really...
Thank you very much, Hal Crutchman. Very good. That leaves us with Milton. Let's see what you've got, Milton. Let's spin the wheel again. And the topic is school.
Recently, I went to one of those awful school reunions where everyone's boasting about what they're up to now. I said I work for the United Nations, because I have been UN employed for a while. While I was there, a bloke came up to me with a scar on his face. He said, "You don't remember me, do you?" I said, "Are you Action Man?" He said, "No, but I bet if you could go back in time, you'd pay more attention in my history lessons." I said, "If I could go back in time, I wouldn't need your history lessons." And then he stormed off to teach Year 9, which I presume is a tiny part of history. My parents were so rich, to get me through my history exams, I had my own private tutor. I loved reading at school. There's nothing like getting to the end of a good book and thinking to yourself, ah, there's Wally. Those forms to fill in to get to university are difficult, though, aren't they? I ended up spending 3 years at the University of East Angola. My grandfather... he broke into a school the other day. He said, "If it wasn't for me, you'd all be speaking German." "That's right," said the German teacher. "It is not fair. I never got to do the job I wanted to do. I wanted to be a farmer. If only there was some way I could do it these days. If only there was some computer game or something." That's all great, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jones. Points for Milton, points for Hal. Come on back. The country scenes we'd like to see. So if everyone can make their way over to the performance area, I'll read out this week's topics, then we'll see what our panelists can come up with. OK, here we go. The first subject is lines you wouldn't hear in a blockbuster film.
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius. Father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife. Please leave a message after the tone.
You're going straight to hell.
Think you're going straight to DVD, mate.
Okay, Iron Man. You win. You do the ironing.
Is it a bird? Yes.
Lord of the Rings, UK version. People come from the Shires to go on a very long journey on the Northern Line to Morden. And when they get there, it's shit.
If you push George W. Bush into that vat of concrete, that sets a very bad precedent.
Don't take me on. I am Wolverine. And these are my friends. Jolene, Windoline, and Trampoline.
Gollum, that wasn't the ring I was referring to. Would you please get your finger out of my precious?
Actually, should we just check that Bond is dead before we continue with the plan?
God, Jerry Maguire, you had me at get in the van.
Yoda, have you ever been tested for dyslexia?
If I come back in another life as a disposable razor, I'll be big.
There's something in the tractor beam. Ed?
OK, next topic is unlikely things for Andy Murray to think.
I know it's championship point. I could really do with the poo.
We'll at least know if on Wimbledon they'll stop making fun of me on television.
Oi, Tim! Look what I've just won! Hey!
I wonder if my mum's watching today. Of course she is. She's always watching.
Could break his serve. Or I could break his fucking legs.
I remember when I used to train.
What is that? He's in the room.
So, I remember when I used to train in Scotland, I was a lot more unhealthier. I used to serve with a potato instead of a bowl so I could have lots of chips afterwards.
I wonder if Kim really likes tennis.
Wish Kim had shut up.
Oh, Ed Barney's so funny. He's so good.
When are Athena going to make a poster of me scratching my ass?
Why do I spend my life trying to hit a fuzzy green apple with a snowshoe?
God, it's great having an enormous penis.
I think I just saw Ivan Lendl raise his eyebrow. That means he's just ejaculated.
Wimbledon's all very well. I wish I was playing Farming Simulator.
Venus has the arse, Serena's got the tits.
Oh, that's not going in. OK, at the end of that round, the points go to Ed, Hugh and Milton.